What is up, everybody, and welcome to Hearthstone. So Hearthstone was just recently launched, finally. It is a free card battling game made by Blizzard. So I'm going to take you through all the rules and the ropes of the game. It's very easy to learn. If you already know how to play it, I am going to do a battle at the end of this episode. So you can just go to the time that I put up on the screen right now if you want to skip the tutorial. But if not, alright, stick around. It's very easy to learn. It's very fun to play. So the first thing that I want to show you is the cards of the game. So yeah, this was just finally launched. I've been playing through the beta, pretty much throughout the entire beta. So I'm pretty skilled in it, and I'll just give you guys a little bit of a rundown. So, these are the cards to the game. And let me go and show you the different types of cards first. So, the first type of card we have is a spell card, which is everything on this screen right now, which is great. A spell card, you play it, and it just does what the card says. So there's spell cards, and then there are, it's a little bit of a complicated one. There are things like this, a minion, which actually has 3 parts to it. So it has a mana cost, it has an attack, and it has a health. Now, the health and the attack, they kind of work like, if this card with 5 attack and 8 health was to attack this card, this one would, still be alive with 3 health left, because 8 minus 5 is 3. But then this one would just die, because it only has 8 health, and this has 8 attack, so it would so this one would kill it, and then this one would be left with, 3 health. And that's kind of how it works. So, you want to kill off all your opponent's minions, and then you use spells to help out. And I'll get to, the mana cost later, but you just have to know that that's the mana cost, attack, and health. Okay, so the next thing that you have is let me see if I can find one. If we go here, hold on, right here. Okay, and the last thing is a secret, which is kind of like a spell card, but when you place it, when you actually activate it, it comes up as a little question mark that won't be actually activated until your opponent does something. So like this one, when your hero is attacked, deal 2 damage to all enemies, stuff like that. So there's 3 types of cards, and that's really it. It's really basic, but there's things in each one of the cards and different effects that make it a lot more complicated. Okay, so there are 9 heroes that each have their own custom card set, which, as you can see here, is all the druids, and you have all the hunter cards. I don't have all of them, but I have most of them for each hero. And then each hero can also use all of the neutral cards that they want, which is a lot more than any of the other ones. Okay, so that's pretty much how the game works. You want to, make a deck, which is 30 cards, and I'll show you a deck if we just click on my priest deck. So you want to slap together 30 cards, and then you can go and play, and that's really all that matters. And you can see, your mana costs, which normally you want to have, a nice variance of how much mana each one costs. But like I said, we'll get to that when we actually get in the game with the whole mana cost. Pretty much the lower mana cost, the weaker the card is, you can say. But there are very good strategies you can do. Okay, so after you make your I guess your deck, you are ready to go. Now, like I said, you have different kind of card sets, like custom cards and unique cards for each hero. Each hero also has an ability that they can use, which is just, like a little bonus, something like deal 1 damage or something like that to a minion or something. So yeah, each one's different, so it really gets a nice bit of variety. Alright, so we're going to actually go into a match here. So what you do is you hit play. Very easy. And like I said, this game's free, too, and you guys can actually play it. You have ranked and casual. I think there's, more XP for ranked or something like that, or some sort of rewards for ranked. I think they just let out, card backings and some cooler stuff if you actually play ranked play. So we're going to do some ranked. I'm going to use a really easy class, which is the warrior. I'm really not good at the warrior, so I may lose this game, but we're going to see. I have a decent deck made for it. My best deck right now is the hunter. As you can see, when you use a class enough, you actually level it up and you get some cool rewards. So I have my mage level 22, hunter's level 26, warrior's only level 13, so we're going to try it out. So then it gives you, this game is really funny too, and I like the music. Now, obviously, you can purchase card packs, which will come with 5 cards in them. Or, if you do the quests in the game... Actually, let me show you that. I like how the noise it stops with. If you do the quests in the game, as you can see here, win 5 games with the Druid or Rogue, play 30 minions, you get gold. Every 100 gold, you can buy a pack that has 5 cards in it. So, it's really pretty cool. And there's also the arena, which is kind of a different way to play. I may do that later on in the series. But for now, we're just going to fight with the warrior and do a normal game. So yeah, the arena, you pretty much you make a deck out of random cards that they'll show you 3 cards, you pick one, And they'll do that 30 times, so you kind of make a deck. It's like a drafted deck. And then you go as far as you can and try to beat as many people as you can until you lose 3 times. Why is this taking so long? I think I'm just going to start this. This isn't... Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Okay, we're the opponent. Not my worst nightmare or Huffy Hunter. So this is based off of the...
GARROSH versus Malfurion.
This is based off of the World of Warcraft lore, which, to be honest, I don't really know much of because I haven't actually played it. So anyway, you start with 4 cards, and you're allowed to either keep or replace cards that you maybe don't want in the beginning. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 because they have a high mana cost, and I'll kind of get to that in a second. So it'll give me 2 other ones. Okay. Alright, not bad. I mean, not the best hand. And finally, we get the coin because we went second. So how the game works is by a mana system. Each turn, you get 1 more mana crystal. And each turn, all of your mana crystals are recharged. Okay, so he didn't play anything. So this turn, I have 1 mana crystal, which means I can't play literally anything, because the lowest I have that costs anything is 2 mana crystals. I can play the coin, which gives me 1 mana crystal this turn, but I would only do that if I wanted to then play the War Axe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just end my turn, because I don't really want to do anything. So now he's going to get 2 mana crystals, and it kind of goes like that, up to 10. And at 10, it doesn't go any higher. And let me just kind of explain. This is a weapon card. That's kind of one last thing I didn't really talk about is the weapons. A weapon card just makes it so your hero can actually attack. So the point of the game is to kill the other hero. As you can see, he has 30 life. I have 30 life. I want to kill him. If I bring him down to 0, he loses. And if he brings it down to 0, I lose. That's pretty much how it works. When you play a minion, which I'll probably show you actually next turn, unless he just takes forever and a half. I think you have about like a minute and a half or a minute 45 seconds to complete your turn. Alright, so he used his hero power, which gives him 1 armor and 1 attack. And now he's going to probably just attack me. Okay, and that's how it works. So that... He kind of gets a temporary weapon. That's what his little hero ability does. That's what I was talking about with the hero abilities. Mine gives me 2 armor, which is nice because you have to go through armor before you get to the health. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to play the coin. And now we're going to be able to summon our Warsong Commander, which is going to be a little bit beneficial when we have some more minions. So on the first turn that you play a minion, it can't attack. It just kind of sleeps, and it can't do anything. But you can attack the other hero whenever you want to, unless they have a certain card that has Taunt, which is like where all these abilities of the cards come in. They're really easy once you get the hang of it. But yeah, there's an ability called Taunt that makes it so you can't attack the hero. You have to attack the Taunt minion first. This guy gives other minions charge, as you can read, which means that the first turn they actually can attack. That's the only time they can. And wow, that's perfect. He actually played a guy with Taunt. So, he played a monster with Taunt, which means I can't just attack him directly. I have to go through this thing first. So there's like, yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of different abilities for each card. So now if I play the War Axe, I'll gain 3 attack. And on the right hand side of the card, that's the durability. That's how many times you can actually attack with the weapon. But I don't think I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play my Harvest Golem. And this guy makes him have charge because, as you can see, summon a minion with 3 less attack, give it charge. So now both of these can attack this turn. So I'm going to go through his taunt. There we go. Alright, now he's dead. This little skull is Death Rattle, which means something happens when it dies. So when this thing dies, it summons a 2 attack, 1 health golem. Alright, so we're going to end our turn because we're out of mana. So yeah, like I said, once you actually know all of the abilities, there's not really that many. It's very easy to follow the game. It kind of builds more off a strategy after that, after you actually know what all of the cards do. So yeah, I mean, we just saw 3 of them right there. Death Rattle, Taunt, and Charge. Those are almost all of them. I mean, we don't really have... We have, like, Enrage, which means when my Spiteful Smith gets hit, its Enrage ability activates. So it has to have, you know, some health lost for that to actually happen. Alright, so he's going to use his little ability again, which gives him... He gets 1 attack for the turn, but he gains 1 armor, which is kind of just always will be there. Unless he, you know, just gets rid of it by attacking my guy. Alright, so what's he doing? He has 2 mana left. I don't think he's really... Yeah, he's not planning on doing anything. Okay, so we are in a very good position here, because we can summon... We can summon something if we want to, or... What we can do is we can put on a weapon. I think we're going to summon our Kor'kron Elite, who already has charge, and now all of our guys are going to directly attack him. Nice. Okay, so he's down to 22 health. So there's a big thing in this game about trying to get like a field advantage like I have right now versus kind of using your health as almost a resource sometimes that you may want to take a few hits to try to gain field advantage or some sort of things like that. It's pretty complicated once you think about it long enough about like what's the best strategy to go by. But I think right now we're actually doing really well. Like I said, this is not even close to my best deck. Given this guy is the lowest rank you can possibly be, and he probably just started since the game was just released, we're doing really good. I'm only ranked 21 because every month the ranks were set. I think my best was like rank 14 or something like that. Because you get, you know, the lower the rank, the better. All right, so what's this guy doing? Come on, play your cards, pal. Also over here, this is a little history. Kind of see what's been played and stuff like that. I'm not really sure. I don't know how much, like, what kind of skill level this guy's at, but he's taking a long time. Like I said, the turns are timed, so he doesn't have all the time in the world. While you're waiting, you can do little fun things to the map like this. You can, like, send over that. All right, so the card he just played has a battle cry, which is one of the most common effects, which means as soon as it's played from the hand, the battle cry happens. So it's very, very common for something like that to happen. Okay, so what we can do now is we can either sacrifice our Kor'kron Elite and just kind of kill the Nightblade to keep some field advantage, or we can like summon a Spiteful Smith and just kind of attack him directly, but then we'll be leaving his card on the field. We can also deal 4 damages with Mortal Strike, but if we have 12 or less health, we'll deal 6. We might want to save that. What I'm going to do probably is actually use a weapon. So now my guy can attack, and I'm just going to attack that guy with my weapon. So I do take 4 damage. It's as if I just like, you know, it's as if a normal minion just attacked it. So it's the same kind of math that you have to do. But it's worth it. Like I said, I'm kind of using my health as a resource almost to get rid of that card to keep field advantage. And yeah, I mean, like I still have a weapon on because I have 2 durability on this thing. Now it's down to 1. And I am also kicking his butt. Hardcore. He only has 14 health left. This is going to be a good quick match to kind of start off. I'll probably be doing more than 1 match in other episodes, maybe like 2. But this one, I just, you know, I want to do the little tutorial to kind of get us started. So yeah, while we're waiting, we can just kind of light things on fire, touch things, touch the rock. Oh no, not a Boulder Fist Ogre. So that's a pretty tough card. Takes 6 mana to play it, but it's 6/7. Has no effect though. But this can be a pretty devastating card if played at the right time. Oh, he gained 2 mana crystals. Okay, so some cards do cost 0 mana, and they do other little things. What's he gonna do? He's gonna power him up. Let's see. Give him give him taunt and +2/2. All right. So that's pretty strong. Not gonna lie. All right. So this is a good card. This costs 1 less per attack of my weapon, and it has taunt. So right now it costs 0 because my weapon has 5 attack, and this thing only originally costs 4. So what we can do is, because we also have another taunter here. So what a good idea actually would be is to play this card right here, this Knife Juggler. Every time I summon a minion, I deal 1 random damage. Okay, now what am I actually thinking of doing? I think I'm going to actually just deal 4 damage there. Well, actually, yeah, what I was thinking of is I'm going to play this card. Hopefully this kills that. Yes, okay, or not kill it, but, you know, does 1 damage. It's a random 1 damage, and it dealt it to that, which is nice. I'm trying to think of how I can get rid of this thing without having to attack it. So yeah, what I'm going to actually do is I'm just going to play this, do 4 damage, and then I'm just going to attack him with my Elite. There we go. That's how we get rid of big baddies like that. And now I think I'm actually going to be able to win. Yep. And then we're going to finish him off by swinging our giant axe. Woo! That's the awesome effect you get. And after you win, you get some XP and a bonus. You know, you get a star that levels your rank up, which is pretty cool. And you get some XP, and every 3 wins, you get 10 gold. And that is about it. And then, you know, your quests get updated. And you just kind of, you know, you try to get the quests all completed. You try to get a bunch of cards. And yeah. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed, I really, really enjoyed this game. So if you'd like to see more of it, please, you know, like, comment, tell me how much you like it. Because I'm going to probably be doing, I don't know, I want to show off each one of the heroes. That's kind of my point. Whoops, hold on. Let's see. I want to show off each one of the heroes, because as you can see, we have the warrior, we have the paladin, the mage, the rogue. Each deck plays very differently, too. So, I'd really like to show off each one. Oh, wow, it shows win 500 ranked games to get a hero. Let's see, a gold version of this hero. That's cool. They just added that, because the game just went through a huge patch. Alright, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. And until the next episode, I will see you all later.